All right, what's up, traders? Mike here with the watch list video for Wednesday, May 3rd. SPY's starting to roll over a little bit. I'm going to try not to talk very much in a video, which how do you do that? But PAC W, a couple of the regional banks got slapped, WAL, so it felt like there's more banks to fail, and that's probably what slapped the SPY a bit, right? Dow was down 367 points by the end of the day. A couple highlights. Frank G in chat gave, and I liked this idea actually. It looked something like this. He said, "What about SECO, SECO over 117, which was the earlier high? 117 might seem like some random number, but it was the high of day, and yesterday was in play, right, with all the other Chinese or low floaters or whatever, right? And yesterday topped at 125. So the thinking is you break the opening range to the upside and you might take out that 125, and that's exactly what it did. It ended up going all the way to 168. So a great percentage move there, and a great heads up by Frank. And then Robin gave AVDL second mouse through 13. So it had a big rip this morning and it was flagging below 13. The idea back through 13, whole number inflection point with the earlier high 1309 just above. And again, this is what we look for. Stuff that should work right away. Went pretty quickly to 1395. I saw a bunch of people thanking Robin. So a couple nice heads up there. I tried to get people in ASNS when MINM was ripping, right? I got on, I think FinViz, and started looking up sympathies for MINM, and I found ASNS, which had popped earlier and done this and came back down. And when it started back up, I typed out 450 second mouse idea with a high of day above. And I sent a market order and I clicked it twice, right? So I got filled on one at 450 and the other one, a tiny fraction of it at 450. And again, I did a market order, I think 451, and it went to 464 and halted without filling the rest of my shares. So I didn't get as many as I wanted. And I don't know if I got even one person in the room in it because I typed it kind of late. And again, I didn't even get my second order. So anyway, but then it halted and worked out really, really well. My best sell was over 9. But again, I know I didn't get that out in time. So my apologies for that. But it was a little dubious at one point because it halted. And then 10 minutes went by and it stayed halted. And then it looked like MINM was starting to roll over. So I was freaking out a little bit, but then had pretty lucky results there. So anyway, that one is going to go on watch for tomorrow. It is worth pointing out, there was a lot of just low floaters again. We've seen a lot of just random stuff running, right? And this was one of them. And I deemed it a sympathy to MINM. But let me tell you something. This is on watch, but it closed at 6:51. As I'm talking, it's trading at 4 and after hours. So we'll see what they look like in the morning. MINM actually did go all the way up to that 14 area. It closed at 490 and it's trading at 386 right now. So just to give you a heads up what's out there. But anyway, ASNS, I'm going to watch that one. KWE, kind of a sleeper pick, but let me zoom in a little bit. Had a nice volume spike today for that stock. Back here, not that long ago, it popped to 352. Today's high, 290. It did have a headline. It's got a low float, and they got a contract. So that one actually isn't a random runner. It actually had news. So that one goes on watch. OCTO, kind of a sleeper pick, a little volume spike near the end of the day. So I want to watch that one. VCIG, absolutely ripped. But this is worth noting. As I'm talking to you right now, it's 4:30, half hour after the market closed. Closed at 17:01. It's trading at 9:33 right now. So if that keeps up, most of these are not going to be in play, but I'm just going to put them on a chart and see what they look like in the morning. KNSA, nice volume spike today and a pretty strong close. We're going to watch that one. NNOX rip yesterday, inside day today, looking for a third day play. Thing I like about something like this is you have today's high, 1155, and yesterday's high, 1168. We like that stacked catalyst scenario, especially if it opens below 1155. We might get an opening range breakout, and which might be over whatever the early high is tomorrow, 1125, right? And then you have 1-2 more catalysts above. So that's why I like the formation there on NNOX. CHSN had a pop yesterday on good volume for that stock. inside day today that topped out right at 2. So you kind of have that same scenario as I just pointed out in NNOX. Maybe we get an opening range breakout tomorrow with 2 above. So we know that would be a break of today's high, and then 205 or 06 above that. So another potential setup. WLGS had a big pop yesterday. Inside day today doesn't have a lot of chart history to go on. So I like the looks of it. We'll see. LICN, big rip. Lot of bag holders, right, with the gap down, and now it's curling right back up again. Maybe the whole number 3 comes into play tomorrow on that one. INBS, nice volume at a pretty strong close. NERV, big pop yesterday, inside day today. Also topped out pretty close to that whole number 5. That might come into play. URGN, a couple more. Big pop yesterday, inside day today, looking for a 3rd day play, and COUR goes back on bounce watch. Had the gap up, now you got a couple red days. And that's it. Just really, really be careful out there. Do not let FOMO get the best of you, because some stocks are just doing stupid moves, right? Like that VCIG today. I don't even think I pointed that one out. VCIG? Yeah, I did. It was on my watch list. Anyway, closing well off its highs, but at what point, you know, probably there felt like chasing, and then it halts, and you're not going to chase it up here, right? And then it halts. At no point does it not feel like chasing, and then you get FOMO. Maybe somebody bought it through 10 after seeing this, and then you get whacked, right? It's very easy to get FOMO right now. So that's all. The whole point of why I'm pointing that out is you want to, be very careful. Monitor yourself as much as you're monitoring these stocks, because if you start to feel FOMO kick in, step away, right? All right. Anyway, my throat's about had it. I'll see you guys in chat. Have a good night.